Yo, what's up guys? This is just an Lblj tutorial for now, but it's going to be a part of a bigger video coming soon, so stay tuned for that, and let me know if you want any of the tutorials. And just a disclaimer, this video already assumes that you know basic movement and you know what an Lblj is, but if you have any questions you can ask me in the SM64 Discord, or you can comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks, and let's get started. So from when we enter the castle to this first door, the movement is just a long jump and a dive. This door, you're getting into the clip to start Lblj. You want to hold up right, and I just go slightly more right than the up right notch for OEM, and then more left than the up left notch. And if you guys follow, I would just come to this bump in the wall, hold down the stairs, and then hold towards the wall in the middle of a big single jump. Okay, now for when you're getting into position to Lblj, I would just hold upright notch from the get up, and that's close enough to where you need to get it. You don't need to be in a precise location, there's plenty of room in here to do an Lblj. Next step, let's talk about getting an angle. When I go to do my first long jump, I'm going to be turning the stick faster than Mario can turn around, so then he always comes out of this pushing animation at the same time. And for the stick angle that you want, when you exit the rotation, it's going to be in between the down left and left notch, so it should look like this. Long jump as soon as possible and bring Mario back to land right about here. Just before you land, you should do 2 C rights. And if you do them really early, it doesn't do anything good, so you need to delay them so you get a really good camera angle towards the door. Okay, now that we know how to get into Lblj, I'll tell you guys some stuff about the mash and why it can vary from player to player. So generally there's 2 different things you should either do. You could slow down your mash enough so that you can count the amount of jumps you need to do. Or you can get used to how fast you mash and get used to how long it takes you to get to that speed that you need. Just as a tip to BLJs in general, the number of jumps to get specific speeds can change. This is because Mario has a soft speed cap going backwards, so every frame he isn't accelerating, he is decelerating. Because a higher frequency of jumps is going to lose less speed, it will accelerate faster, which also means every frame Mario is above his intended speed cap, he tries to lose that excess speed. So a slower mash needs more jumps to get the same speed. This is also how you can avoid going to wet dry world with a slow mash, you just never gain enough speed. Back to Lblj though. So for a really slow mash, you could try to count 15 jumps, and it would just count them in groups of 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But counting while mashing is a little hard to get used to at first, so I'd say practice that by itself. And soon you might realize if you jump too many times, you're gonna gain too much speed and Mario will clip straight through the main staircase. That's a clip from overspeeding. But something that looks similar, if you have a bad facing angle, he'll slip out like this. You can save some bad facing angles with a down right notch when you land, but I'm not sure how much better this is. Finally, for getting out of Lblj, you want to stop mashing and hold directly away from the doors. And I would just point the stick so Mario ends up on the right side so then he never touches the door. See how he's clipping through the wall? That's pretty good. As soon as you clip through the wall, you should tilt down right for a split second and double tap R. Then you go back to down and you should do that every time. If you don't do that, Mario can get stuck right here, and all of that is just to avoid touching the door. Now when you're past the front doors and you're in this dark room, keep holding down notch and keep mashing C right. If you don't mash C right, this can happen, but if you mash too many times, this can happen. This part is only for if you get stopped on the main staircase. That happens because Mario has too much speed. You can reduce his speed by jumping, and the amount of jumps you need to do vary, but it's probably 1 to 3. Finally, to stop in the Dark World hallway, I just go neutral and then press A. If you do this right, Mario stops instantly. It's probably better to get used to stopping like this now because it's also useful for other tricks and movement, while it's super consistent and it's pretty easy. I think that's the best way to stop because it preserves Mario's speed for as long as possible and it quickly makes him drop into the floor as Dark World opens. That pretty much covers everything. Let me know if you still need help doing Lblj, and let me know if you want more videos like this.